Hello and welcome. In this video I will be showing you how to make this beaded candy pokeball star. This one I made with size 6 seed beads, but for the purpose of this video I will be using just regular plastic pony beads. It would be a lot easier for you to see what I'm doing. You can use this as a pendant or a charm, and if you decide to make it with the pony beads you can use it for a keychain or hang it up from somewhere. Either way you will follow along no matter which type of bead you decide to use. It is the same steps. So I'm eager to get started and I'm sure you are too. So let's do it. This is also a collab with the wonderful Hannah over at the Corner of Craft. She will be doing this amazing Pikachu pencil topper. This is great for back to school. Please go check out her channel and her Etsy, and if you're here from her channel, then thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video and decide to hit subscribe. I'm using plastic pony beads and this cotton covered elastic. Cut off a decent amount of string. You always want more than you think that you will need. You can always put the rest in a scrap pile. Start by stringing on a black, 5 white, a black, and 3 red. Bring it down but leave a little bit of a tail. Now we're going to tie a knot, putting all the beads into one circle. So you should be about here now. Now with your working string, your string should be now coming out between the black and the red. Going to go through the red and put that through, and now string on the 3 red beads. Now skip a bead, so you're going to skip this one and go through the next string. So you're coming out of here and you want to go through this bead. Now purr tight, and you will notice that you created a little point. Next you're going to thread on 2 reds and a black. Make sure that the reds are first. Now you notice that you're coming out of here and you're going to skip that bead and go through the right bead and put through. And you have another point. Now we're going to thread on 3 white beads. You should be coming out of this one, going to skip this one and go through this one. And there's your next point. Now our next point is going to be another 3 white beads. You're coming out of this one, so you should skip that white bead and go through your last white bead. And now we have 1 more to go. So for this last point, you are going to put on 1 black bead, followed by 2 red ones. This time make sure that the black bead is first. You're coming out of this white bead, so you're going to skip the black and go through the red. Now that our basic shape is done, we're going to do an extra step just to make the points a little more distinguished. This step is optional. Now you're coming out of that bead, so we're going to go through the first bead in the next point. So we're going to go through this bead. You can see where I am. You're going to purr that through. Now we're going to skip the tip of the point and go through the next bead. This row I'm going to try to do it slowly so you'll be able to see. This will purr the string underneath the bead, thus making it tighter. These two more tighter together and this one sitting up more. Then from there you're going to go through this bead down here that's in between the 2 points and purr that tight. And now back through the first bead in this tip. And we're going to continue that for all of the points. Now once you've gone through all of your points, it's time to make your knot. If you're doing seed beads, I recommend you go through your point and basically come up from underneath a bead close to where you're coming from. And now with this loop that you just created, put your tip through there and purr tight. That will add a knot around your string instead of around a bead. But when I'm doing pony beads like this, if you're going to do this, then what I typically do is I would go through a few beads to get my working string close to my tail string. So then I just knot these two around. Now this creates a pretty messy knot. You can see it from the back. That's why you do not do that if you're making a charm. But if you use the knot that I showed for the charm, that's also quite messy for this string. So that's why I do not do that either. So once I've done a few knots, I'm going to then cut off just my tear piece for right now. Now I'm going to take my working piece and double it and make a knot like so. This will create a loop here, so you can add that to a keychain or hang it up from somewhere. And now you can cut off the rest here. There are my beaded pokeball stars. Thanks for watching. Please support Hannah, and if you're coming from Hannah's channel, hello. Thanks for checking out my video. I do tutorials during the week. I do Beading Mondays every Monday. Every Friday right now is back to school DIYs. And I also do hauls and subscription box unboxings during the week as well. Also, I throw in a Nico Atsume video at least once a month.